Welcome to a new episode. And, dude, I want to go ahead and say this. A whole new podcast, pretty much.
Basically.
We're finally doing what Dalton told us to do long ago. We're going to have segments, folks. This is going to be a real sports show now. Weapons Most Ominous is going to continue. That's going to be our more free-form podcast. More of a look inside the mind of the modern man. Mm-hmm. This is going to be for the sports bros. And, dude, it's awesome to have on our first new, kind of new episode of The Hottest Take. We got Bose, one of our favorite guests, a dog, one of the official dogs, one of the best. And we're in his new pad. The pad's nice.
Here it is.
The pad is nice. I've just been chilling over here all day, watching football, watching my favorite team get their asses kicked. Watched the Mississippi State Bulldogs show they ass at 11 o'clock in the morning today, dude.
Got whooped.
Woke up just in time for everybody to wake up early in the morning and go, oh, well, who's playing right now? And just seeing somebody get the shit kicked out of them, dude. That's fucking awesome. I don't even want to fucking talk about it. It was upsetting. But we're glad you're here with us on The Hottest Take. Dalton's team won today. How'd that feel?
Good. 3-0.
Must be nice.
We want Bama.
Well, I know our first segment tonight is different. It was planned for something else, but I think our first segment of the night should be, who the hell is going to win the SEC West? Who the hell is going to win that thing? Because Ole Miss just went 3-0. LSU is 2-1, but just with that Mississippi State win, looks way better than after that Florida State loss. But you have Alabama. Obviously, you always have to talk about Alabama, but are they a contender right now? Because the quarterback is in question. They took an early season loss. Mm-hmm. Who the hell is going to win this thing, though?
I mean, it's looking like, to me personally,
you don't want to say it, do you?
I do think it's LSU, but I also think Alabama's going to straighten up. I
think so, too. I think, dude, there's something weird. I was watching an interview with Saban recently, and I will say I think it's kind of nice seeing him be like, he's really coaching this year. You can see, like, there's, like, a lot of planning going on. There's a lot of, like, he's having to answer a lot of questions right now in his locker room and to the press. And I don't know, it kind of, I think you would think a coach at his age who's won this much would just be kind of worn out by it. But you kind of forget that he's built programs.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't always just been in a team that's winning all the fucking time. You kind of forget that after, like, you watch somebody win this much. But, I mean, he was at LSU when they weren't that good. He was at Alabama when they weren't that good.
Yeah.
So he was at Michigan State when they weren't that good, right? I think I don't think you can count them out yet. But damn, that quarterback situation is weird there.
So what's your pick
right now?
Yep. Right now.
I'm basing this purely off talent right now because I think we still need to see some more of the season. But purely based on talent right now, the LSU Tigers are my favorite to win the SEC West. Because I think in this Mississippi State game they showed the Neighbors. Malik Neighbors might be the best receiver in the nation right now. I mean, how many yards did he have in that first half?
Over 100.
170.
Dude, he had like one. It was
he
like
a lot.
He was at one time he was averaging 19 yards a reception, off like 10 passes.
He was a dog.
I think he had 190 yards in the first half.
He was a dog.
I mean, yeah. They showed up. He showed up early to play some football, dude. Could you imagine waking up like 5 in the morning, warming up, getting ready, and still before lunch you gotta go play an SEC football game?
Yeah.
And just 190 yards just coming out of the gate, dude, swinging
off the dome.
I'm gonna go fry an SEC secondary.
Yeah. Prime.
Well, Zach, who are you thinking then? 239 on the day. That's from our producer, who we have a producer in house too. I'm talking about this is a new show. I'm talking about this is a whole new show, boys.
It's Jamie.
We got Jamie in the house tonight. We have a real producer in, which has been so nice to have again.
Yeah.
But he mentioned that was it 239 on the whole day, 2 touchdowns for Malik Neighbors. I mean, dude was an animal in Starkville. I haven't seen somebody that open since Calvin Johnson when he was at Georgia Tech. That's the last time I saw somebody that open in the end zone. I mean, there was times that he was legit. He caught a touchdown and there was nobody around him.
Oh yeah,
nobody. And you can't say that Mississippi State wasn't making like adjustments for him. They were actively making adjustments for a whole game, and the dude just played that well in that game.
He was busting it up.
You feel pretty fucking nice about that, don't you, dude? You're a bastard.
They're
coming for y'all. They're coming for y'all.
I don't understand how it happened.
Is LSU next week for Ole Miss?
No, Alabama.
Alabama, that's right.
We got
so obviously
LSU's next week.
If Ole Miss beats Alabama, I think we have to put them in the serious contention.
Yeah.
I think right now it's between Ole Miss and LSU, but right now I'm leaning towards LSU. If Ole Miss is to beat Alabama, I think I'm full send out on the Ole Miss train.
So this is the Hottest Takes podcast.
This is the
right?
Hottest Take podcast.
I'm going to go
Let's
with
hear
hot
one.
take. Here we go. Scald
All right.
hot. I'm going to go with Auburn.
What?
I like it.
I'm going to go with Auburn.
Whoa.
I'm going to go with Auburn. It's scalding hot.
Whoa.
Dude. I
3-0.
mean,
Hugh Freeze,
it's
first
season.
That'd be
First
crazy.
season, dude. It's hot.
You know what?
It is hot.
Have they looked bad yet?
No.
And Ole Miss has looked bad.
They
LSU has looked bad.
Alabama
has looked bad. Texas A&M has
looked
looked bad.
Every
Auburn's
team in the
Auburn
West
has not looked bad yet.
Nope. The only reason I go off that is Hugh Freeze knows how to beat Nick Saban.
Right.
He knows how to beat him.
He's the king of it.
2, I don't think LSU is as good as everyone says that they are. I'm not sure based off today if Mississippi State is that bad, which hurts my heart because
Right. Go Dogs.
I'm true Maroon through
Hell
and through.
State.
I love the Dogs.
Right.
But we're kind of going through an offensive change right now.
Yep.
I feel like the offense is built for a mobile quarterback, and obviously Will Rogers may run like a 5.8 in the 40-yard dash. I don't know. That's probably what he runs.
He has to roll out a whole lot.
He
for a
has to
guy who
roll it
can't
a
run.
whole lot,
For
and
a
he
guy who
can't
can't
run. And he can't run. And LSU's defense is quick. I'll give it to him.
Dude, they
I
got
was
some
very
athletes
impressed.
on that team right now.
Very impressed. But if I'm picking a sleeper, and this is the Hottest Take podcast, I'm taking Auburn.
Run to the casinos, dogs.
I'm taking Auburn.
Run to the casinos, dogs.
Go to the casinos. Go to the boats.
Go Tigers. Go Eagles.
If LSU puts it together, it's LSU though. But
I do think so. I think
Yeah.
based on just talent alone, LSU has the most talented team in that.
but Alabama, all they need if LSU has to put more together than Alabama does. Alabama's just having quarterback trouble.
I mean, dude,
They figure out their quarterback situation.
right.
I think it's over with.
It's over.
What's weird is right now in the SEC West, our other than Nick Saban, like the coaches who are the most comfortable with their systems in place are Kiffin
Yeah.
and
Yep.
Sam
Sam
Pittman.
Pittman.
I'm having to lean towards Saban there. If we're going off
Yeah.
coaching alone, the only one in the SEC right now who is comfortable in his job, who has been there for years, who is like the most proven is Nick Saban, and it's hard to bet against that.
Yeah.
It's hard to bet
It
against
really
that.
is.
So that's what's weird right now. There's so many like factors going on right now. It's the most entertaining the SEC's been in a long time, and we're
long
only in week
time.
3. It's very fun to
Yeah.
have it this way.
True.
And even in the East, dude, I think South Carolina showed that Georgia is not as good as everybody thought they were
Very
going to be
true.
this year.
Yeah.
The quarterback situation is really weird there right now.
I think
Yeah.
next week's one is all like set in stone. Like week 3, you kind of got like 3 weeks to kind of figure yourself out.
Right.
I think week 4, especially with the schedule starts getting, because nobody's putting like these week games in their schedule
Right.
after week 3.
What's
really,
going to be tough for Ole Miss though is that back half of their schedule.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the toughest thing for them. Is they're going to probably stay perfect for a long time if they beat Alabama, but ending that season going to Georgia, and Kirby Smart's so good at getting his team primed by the end of the season. I mean, he does have his team usually as tuned up as they're going to be. Whatever their top level is, he normally has them there at the end of that season.
Yeah.
there's
Well, that's
nobody
tough.
that's unbeatable though
That's so tough.
in the SEC.
No one is unbeatable in the whole SEC.
No.
I mean, dude, Tennessee,
That's
Lord
the first
have
time
mercy.
in a long time, really.
Dude, God bless the Volunteers. Yeah, but
Maybe, I know.
out of everybody today, dude, and I'm so thankful for them. I don't even know if there's a final score yet in this, but thank God for the Volunteers.
Dude.
Absolutely just dropping an egg in
Crazy.
Gainesville, dude.
That's
Because
nuts.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this, dude. That first, see, what was the final score for that?
29.
Can you get that for us, Jamie? Because Mississippi State losing first off felt so bad. Just because going into it, I thought Mississippi State had some sort of a shot, and it felt really bad getting our ass kicked like that. But then
Yeah.
to see Florida or Tennessee go down and literally drop the biggest egg on the field I've ever
Biggest
seen a
egg.
team do, because that Tennessee team is talented,
Yeah.
and that Florida team sucks so bad. dude.
Terrible.
That team is so bad.
Awful.
That opening game, what was that week 0 that they played?
Yeah.
That week 0 was garbage.
Utah.
But getting just absolutely whopped by Utah was insane.
They
so
got whopped.
yeah, having
The
Tennessee
backup QB.
right with the backup QB
29-16 Florida.
29-16 Florida against number 11 Tennessee. Yikes!
And the Arkansas got beat by BYU.
And Arkansas got beat by
And
BYU.
Vandy
today.
got beat by UNLV.
That's it. I'm not as shocked about that one because
That's
just
wild.
Vandy's so bad.
They're not great.
But
It's
Arkansas,
UNLV.
I am shocked about the Arkansas one because of how Arkansas came out in that game.
Yeah.
They came out very strong.
Yeah.
That does suck for them. And I do hate that because I do like Sam Pittman a lot. I like KJ Jefferson. I like a lot of people in that Arkansas program. It kind of sucks to watch them have to lose.
Yeah, before that game, my sleeper was going to be Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah, it was going to be
A
Arkansas.
coach with a quarterback that they've been together for a
Yep.
long time. They have they've shown that they can be really good.
Yep.
It just sucks that that's never clicked. The KJ Jefferson, Sam Pittman just never clicked as good as it feels like. Because the players obviously like playing for him. I always like listening to him, but damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Well, speaking of so we already kind of talked about what the hell's going to go on in that SEC West. Well, let's talk about a little bit of NFL. What the hell are those Jets going to do? What the heck are them Jets going to do? Because they just lost. Was that the most there's something that legitimately was crushing about watching that.
Yeah.
I was like, it's just watching a whole fan base and team who
There's so much
paid
hype.
a lot of money into this and it felt like this was what's going to be the answer for the Jets, and just for have it in 15 seconds be like, nah, fuck that, dude. You're going to suck
shot.
again. You're going to suck again. But are the Jets are they totally screwed, and do they just say Westwood try us again next year, or do they go try and get a quarterback because they do have a talented team?
Yeah.
Or do you stick it with Zach Wilson and go, man, well, he had an extra year. He's been learning with Aaron Rodgers this summer. Do you see what Zach Wilson's going to do, or do you just fucking set the office on fire trying to find a quarterback?
I'm probably trading, but I don't know. I think Zach Wilson can be good.
Yeah, and I think the Jets do too, because that's why he's still on the roster. I mean, I think Zach Wilson would have been long gone by now if the Jets felt in any way that he wasn't going to turn out to be anything. So, but they obviously didn't think he was going to do anything this year. They went and got it. They went and paid a lot of money for a quarterback.
He won't win a Super Bowl, but he can win a lot. They can win a lot of games with him.
Right.
With Zach Wilson.
So, do you just try and do your best with Zach Wilson this year if you're the Jets?
If I'm the Jets, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to sign someone. I'm not sticking with Zach Wilson personally.
There's a lot of veterans in the free agency right now.
There's a lot of.
There's a
them,
lot
dude.
of.
I would shop it.
Nick Foles.
I think you get Nick Foles, and I think you get Carson Wentz. And I know Wentz is very polarizing, but
You know it's
dude,
there. You know it's there.
former MVP. You know he's got the talent. Hot
Bring back
take.
Brady.
Also, dude, he didn't have a bad season with the Colts that year that he was there. No, dude, he really didn't.
No.
He really choked against the Jags and gave a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. But he didn't play that.
There's a
bad
lot
that
more
season.
things going on in that season
Yeah.
with the Colts than what was going on with the quarterback.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
if you're going to put it on anybody, QBs, coaches,
You
gotta
got
go,
to.
gotta go.
That's-
if you're going to put it on anybody, and I think Carson Wentz, he's already got a name for himself as being a guy that just doesn't live up to performance. So it's
Exactly.
easy for a franchise to be like, it was our quarterback, dude. It
Exactly.
was the QB, man. We're going to go get this new kid. We're going
Yep.
to cut this guy, and it's going to be fine. It is crazy that Wentz is just not on a Gardner Minshew is on a roster.
And
Carson Wentz is not.
crazy enough, if I'm the Jets, I'm probably signing Gardner Minshew. I'm probably trying to trade
Yeah, I'm trading.
for Gardner Minshew
Yep.
because if you're the Jets, right, you already know you have a really good defense.
Right.
So if you have a really good defense, what do you go get? A game manager. You don't go
Right,
get a guy
right.
that's polarizing, that's dual threat.
You're right.
You know, that takes a lot of shots down the field and kind of gambles on a lot of his throws. Like, you
Yep.
want a guy that can just manage the offense
And I
really
think that's
well.
why Nick Foles looks good too there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you gotta get somebody that's going to not be because you're
Yeah.
obviously going to keep Rodgers and you're obviously going to keep Wilson on their contracts.
Yes.
You can't spend a bunch of money on anybody,
No,
and that's
you
why
can't.
Wentz probably is a bit of a turnoff because he's not. I mean, his paycheck's been fat since
Yeah.
he's been in the league. He ain't gonna come back for $10 million.
There's some cheap players they could trade for that would probably win more games than Wilson.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, dude, I've always been a Jacoby Brissett fan.
I love Jacoby
He's
Brissett.
got a fucking cannon, dude.
Yeah.
The guy has he can launch footballs 80 yards.
Yeah.
But he's just always been in his whole time with the Colts, he was in a weird spot, and it's just like he was in nowhere to be a successful quarterback. So I just kind of hate that for him.
They could probably bring. There's a few people I could think of they could bring in.
Is this, but no, Trey Lance I think Trey
Yeah.
Lance is a good.
Dude, Trey Lance
Jamie
isn't
with
a
a good
bad
with a
pick.
good pick. Trey
Yeah.
Lance would make a lot of sense there,
Trey
and he's
Lance.
obviously getting shopped around the league. I mean, I don't think with the way Dak played in Week 1, I don't think Cowboys are very worried
Yeah.
about quarterback anymore. Which Dak shut a lot. I was in doubt of him, dude. After hearing some of the stories about coming out of Cowboys practices, dude, getting treated like a little. I was kind of like, oh, maybe they are thinking about getting a new quarterback, but now No, they won't
No.
be. So
Even
Trey Lance
Cooper
probably
Rush.
Cooper Rush.
Even Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush did good. He
Yeah,
did
Cooper
good.
Rush did
for
do
them.
well last
Dude,
year.
he
That's
really
true.
did.
No, is this one Rodgers' injury? Is this one of the worst Week 1 injuries ever?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or early
definite
season,
number
I'd say
one.
early
It's probably the
season.
most devastating to a franchise.
I would
With
say
all
the
that hype.
only one I can think of just in my lifetime that I'm just off my bat. Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Michael Vick injury was a total game changer
Yeah.
for that. That's like changed the way that career was going and those teams were going. And the only other one I can think of, Peyton Manning,
Yeah.
neck injury.
Yeah.
We're just talking about like season or like, well, we're not even talking about early season injuries. Then we're talking more about like, is this the worst like franchise changing injury?
Yeah.
It's one of them. It's
Andrew
one of them
Luck.
because Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, Michael Vick. It's all in the same tier as that because these teams you're looking at Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Or in training camp, you're like, dude, we got a hell of a
Yeah.
shot this year, and it just completely folds under you. That's just like it's demoralizing to like an extent where I don't give a fuck about the Jets, and I was still like, God damn, that kind of sucks, bro. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing.
It sucked watching
Yeah.
it. Like, I'm no Jets fan. Everybody knows I'm a Colts fan.
Right.
Through and through. I'm true horseshoe.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude, to watch that, like, in real time, and they were like, oh, no, he hurt his ankle. That's what they first said. That
Right.
He hurt his ankle. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, he's going to take back up and no problem. It starts showing the slow-mo, and then I started on X.
Yeah.
We're on X a little bit, and they were like, you can see it pop, and I
Yeah, you
saw
can
it
see it
pop,
big
and I was
cat.
like,
Yeah,
oh,
nasty.
dude, and you felt like Aaron Rodgers was synonymous to, the Jets reaching a
Yep.
Super Bowl.
Yep. Because he brings so much confidence in,
Oh,
dude.
dude.
You like when Aaron Rodgers is on the field, you do feel like they're going to win.
Yeah.
Like he just carries himself in the way where he's like, I expect to win here
Yep.
because I'm good.
Exactly.
And I like that in a quarterback. And obviously, dude, like all the young guys like really like playing with him, and it's just like it felt right there in New York for everybody.
Yeah.
So I just kind of hate to see that for the dog.
Man, it was tough.
Let's switch gears though. We need to do some more video stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
The dogs like the videos. I like doing some videos. I like doing some
Yeah.
reacting. And we kind of put together a top 3 plays for the Hottest Take podcast. We'll call this the THT top 3. That's our next segment right
Yep.
now. THT top 3 coming up next.
Hit it.
Coming at us first, we got 3. We got Garrett Wilson just punching into the end zone. I'm talking about get off of me. He said, get off of me.
crib.
Garrett Wilson, wow! What a catch! Touchdown, Jets! That kid's amazing.
Like after watching Wilson like frustratingly try and
Such a
throw
snag,
passes,
dude.
and it's like Garrett Wilson said, I don't even need a good
Yeah,
pass.
I
son.
He wasn't even having a good
I don't
game.
even need
give
a
it to
good
me.
pass. Just
Yeah.
give me the ball, son. But Dalton, I think you gave us this next play on the THT top 3. This is Dayton Wade. Making just an open snag. By the way, I'm just on this
Open
play.
snag.
Just open in the middle of the field, easy catch. Let's go ahead and hit
Easy
that for us
catch.
there.
3. Well, we got to take a look at this one more time. Excellent throw down the field by Jackson Dart.
Ooh.
It's crazy to watch a dude do that, and it looks so freaking easy, dude.
Falling.
That's nuts. That's nuts. But yeah, that's a hell of a snag.
like
by
a
the,
huddle
what year is
video.
Dayton Wade in?
He's a senior this year.
Hell of a snag by the senior out of, where's he from?
Dude, I know
Boy,
he
don't
transferred
know.
from Kentucky, Western
Hell of a
Kentucky.
snag from the Western Kentucky transfer.
Yeah, the hilltop. The
The
hilltopper.
All right, so my next plays, I actually have 2. I couldn't decide. Levi, you can leave those a small screen, makes it a little bit easier on you. This is the Cubs' new rookie, Pete Crow Armstrong. I don't know if y'all have seen these. 2 absolutely got a gem of a glove, and everything I've been reading about him before he came for his debut this past week was about how his glove rating was fucking incredible. I mean, he had some absolute insane snags in the spring. So to see him come in game 1 of his career debut at Chicago Cubs and make these absolute snags, let's hit these up, Jamie.
Hard hit ball to deep left center. Armstrong on the run, back toward the wall. Leaping, he makes a great catch. What a play by Armstrong.
Sit down. Sit down, son. Sit down, son. It's like it's easy. It's
I
like
love
it
it.
was the easiest
I
play.
love it.
It's like it's the easiest play. Yeah, awesome. Also see a young bull like that getting out there making some
Yep.
just some great catches early in the season. Weird story about Pete Crow Armstrong though, and I'll make sure I check this afterwards. But He is the son of the mom on Rookie of the Year. Do you remember the?
Wow.
Do you remember the Cubs? The movie
Yeah.
about the Cubs kid where he breaks his arm. Rowan Gardner breaks his arm. He can throw like 150 miles an hour. The mom from that movie is Pete Crow Armstrong's real mom.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's
so like
cool.
20 years after she played a mom in a movie called Rookie of the Year about a kid that makes the Cubs team, her son is on the Cubs.
That's cool.
Pretty freaking sick. And I used to love that freaking movie because when I was a kid, the Cubs were abysmal. So the only enjoyment I got from the Cubs was watching a
Yeah.
fake movie about a kid who could throw really fast for him. I was like,
pretending
so
they could be
cool.
good.
No, pretending it was me. I was constantly watching. I was like, if I could throw 150 miles an hour, I'd also be playing for the Chicago Cubs. Dude, I've said this story 1,000 times. I told you I wrote on my in second grade. What do you want to do when you get older? I wrote, I want to play third base for Chicago Cubs. And it was like, what is your second thing you like? What is like your backup plan if your first option doesn't work out? And I wrote, I guess I'll play first. I was so confident. I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna play for the
I'll
Cubs.
take it.
I'll take
I
first.
guess I'll take first.
I really don't want to take it from Derek Lee, but
But I
If
will.
I have to, I
We'll
will.
move him to. We'll move him to left.
don't make me take Nomar's position in second, please. I don't know if you got to see these this weekend.
Oh, dude, this is my favorite.
FAU,
This is my favorite.
for some reason,
This is gonna be
hosted
so loud.
my favorite rapper, Kodak Black.
I saw.
Was just in the house.
Yeah.
Loves football. I just think he loves the
Loves
energy.
football.
Only thing I can tell about Kodak is he just loves the energy of a football game.
Yeah.
He likes every part of it. He likes being in the stands. He likes being in the locker room. He likes being in the post game. He loves
loves
being there.
Oh yeah.
And
I can relate.
I watched this video this week, and it just brought joy to my heart, dude. Kodak Black in the locker room, listen to FAU's pregame speech. Jamie, let's cue that up for the dogs.
In the other locker room. They're saying that same shit. So whose is better? Whose way is better? Theirs or ours?
This way, the Z way.
But they're coming in to our house, okay, to take something from you. Okay? Take the fight to them. Don't evaluate just like that video clip we saw, man. You don't fucking ask questions when your brother's in trouble. You fucking just start swinging.
Head first.
He's head fucking first. That's what you do. You come out swinging and you don't stop until they tap out or the ref tells you. One of the two. One of the two. And then the last one is, I love you.
What a freaking awesome video. Just watching just a grown man just sitting in
Yeah.
a locker room, just really the biggest smile on his face. And just, the Z way. Head first. And then, dude, just having him at the end, though, just coming back in, the team surrounding him, rapping his song.
Yep.
That had to be the best day
Dude.
in the whole. Did you just blow your fucking?
Electric.
Hold on, I gotta go back. I'm
Electric.
sorry. I'm sorry. We gotta break up this sports show because Don just blew his fucking vape in my face. Like I don't know. Like he just doesn't give a fuck. Like he thinks I'm not gonna just swing on his ass.
Dude.
He's as disrespectful as Ole Miss football.
That was the most disrespectful thing. Yeah, you're just like that fucking football team you like cheering for. Disrespectful as hell. That's crazy. That's crazy behavior. I'll probably have an asthma attack now. You blowing a vape in my face like that.
Yeah.
I'm liable to pass
up.
out right now, dude. I'm liable to fucking. You know I only smoke cigarettes. But no, dude, I love those videos so much. Just Kodak chilling with his, just having obviously the best time a man with a touch can possibly have, and then just the night gets capped off in the locker room,
The Z-way.
surrounded by the dogs, rapping Skrilla, doing it the Z way, and just fucking having a hell of a
Dude.
time, dude. I love it.
Great time.
I love it, dude. It would be, and because I wanted to laugh and be like, "That's ridiculous." He's acting like that. But if I was at my favorite or like at a school that I enjoy watching, and I was excited to be there, I'd probably be like a little kid too.
Oh, yeah.
Just listening to Zach Arnett
Z-way.
coaching. The Z way, the Z way, head first, hit him head first. All right, my another fantastic video I found that just I've been actually hit with this video like 150 times over the past year probably because this constantly gets hit on me. Bob Wiley, I just want to say this. Hold on, they don't make coaches like this anymore.
No.
They literally don't make coaches
They
like this anymore. They need to. because guys like this fucking win.
Yeah,
They fucking win.
they win.
You need position coaches that look like cartoon characters.
They don't do them anymore.
They don't do it like this anymore. People who coach sports used to look like the opposite of what athletes that play their sports look like.
They're cool guys.
Men coach women's basketball.
They're cool guys now.
Now all the coaches are wearing like slick, like whatever, track suits and shit like that. Coaches used to wear suits. Used to wear shit you wear to church.
Where's that at now?
Where's that at now? Dudes used to wear pleated khakis that were too big for them.
Yeah.
Belt cinching up, like just for
Tight as shit.
tight, son. Just the horrible nerdy glasses, clipboards hanging from their belts, just hanging.
Yeah. They were corny. They didn't care.
Sweatbands on, coach with sweatbands on, and now we got everybody's too cool for school.
Yeah.
Everybody looks like Joe
everyone
Rogan.
wants to be-
Everyone looks
yeah.
like Joe Rogan. That like every new coach in college football looks like Joe Rogan. They're bald. They wear like dry fit t-shirts, tattoos, ripped,
Tight-ass shirts.
Or you're like Dion and you just look like a rapper.
Yeah.
Which is also a badass move. Except I don't know if Dion's going for this. I know he's like a very big like we're like striving for better character.
Yeah.
Right. But is it not weird that Dion like has made his team? They're just the bad guys. They look like the bad guys in every football movie. He did that at Jackson State, and now he's doing that at Colorado, just like all black, wearing sunglasses all the time. It's kind of badass. And then, dude, they also, I think he did this because he was shouting us out. Dion calling his captains and players the leaders and dogs. He's probably listening to our podcast. He's probably calling people the dogs. That is pretty sick. But no, having just a labeled title on your team, being the dogs.
Yeah.
God dang,
The
dude.
dogs.
God, I can't help but root for him.
Speaking of, as of right now, Jackson State and Texas State have combined for 104 points, and it's the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Look, Dion
104.
Dion led them with a talented offense.
It's a shootout.
It's a shootout,
Not
dude.
a talented
It's a
defense.
shootout in the swag.
The swag, yeah.
Because Texas State scored 70 of those.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Defense
Gutted
does
the
suck. Defense is
defense.
boring. Defense is boring. Who cares? Don't play
Gutted 'em.
defense. Pac-10 and all of them decided that a long time ago. Like Pac-12 was like, let's just throw the ball the whole game.
Yeah.
People love that shit. We'll just keep throwing it all down.
Air raid everybody.
Yeah, we should do that more often. We just have, dude. Yeah, there needs to be more 100 to 98 games in football.
Yeah.
I'm tired of like 7 to 17 dog shit. We need more. Dude, hold on. I'm
more
really just like,
shootouts.
this is really setting in 100, how many? 104 total points with the new running clock rule?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you even have the ball that much?
104.
Picks.
Oh,
Beginning of the
crazy.
fourth.
Four verts.
Yeah.
Everybody's just running four verts.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Keep
But-
running, pal. We'll hit you eventually.
So going back to these types of coaches that we're talking about, that the league, NFL, college, even high school is missing out on.
Yeah.
There's a couple dogs like this that are still coaching high school.
Yeah.
We need more Bob Wileys. Bob Wiley, I think, got fired a couple years ago when Kitchens got there. I think that's right. I think maybe when Kitchens left, he left. I can't remember. But Bob Wiley's been gone from Cleveland for a couple years. He was the Browns running back coach, and he has the most iconic moments in
Dude,
Hard
the
Knocks
best.
history.
The
Let's see
best.
him. Let's watch Bob Wiley say "hut." There is something about having a guy who looks like that on your sidelines that leads to winning teams. I swear to God, dude. I
Yep.
think there is you need you need a melting pot on the sidelines. You
Yeah,
can't
you
have
have
all
to.
cool guys. You
Nope.
can't. You cannot have all cool guys because you're going to be trying to be the cool team, and as soon as you get waxed by a team that's 3-7, it don't feel fucking
Yep.
good, and you're not cool
You
anymore.
ain't cool no more.
But a weirdo can be a weirdo all year. Like the fat weirdo who's just telling the running backs to like, oh, come on, hustle. Like that guy fucking, you need it, dude. I need a guy that's fun to say good morning to. Who's the first to leave? He's the first to leave. He's the last to get there. He's the first to leave. You need guys like that.
Bare minimum.
Listen, I know your leader, your top dog, your head coach. Yes, you need a guy that's first there. He's, first to arrive, last to leave. He's a leader all the way through. But dude, you need a Jester in the court.
Yeah.
You need
You
a
should
Jester
have got
in
it
the court.
takes it easy.
Yes, you need. But you know what? He'll probably tell it how it is.
He's halfway on
we
vacation
suck,
the whole
dude.
season.
Yeah,
We need you need one coach who's on signs. Go, we fucking suck this week, dude. This is crazy.
What are you talking about, Coach? That was shit.
Dude, that was horrible. I'm watching the tape. We look like we don't know how to play football. So there is something about having a guy like that. This, like I said, every court needs a jester, and I think Bob Wiley might have been the best court jester. That's what I'm gonna call that position, that coaching position. That is the court jester, of the Gridiron.
Yep.
I have one more video for us. Now I had to do a little pretense here. We are from the North Mississippi area, and
Yes, sir.
weirdly enough, JUCO football is a big deal around here.
Huge.
There because there is a lot of good JUCO teams that have a lot of good recruits that come from here. If you have a JUCO transfer on your favorite college football team, there's a good chance they play JUCO in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of good teams here. So there's a lot of good athletes. So JUCO football is really good. There's JUCO football games in Mississippi are very entertaining to go to. You see a lot of D1 athletes on the field. I mean, so this week I think it was Mississippi Gulf Coast took on Itawamba Community College down in the Mississippi Gulf, and they had an ad during their game, which the other day they whooped Itawamba's ass. I can't remember the final score. 40-something
49
to
to nothing, I
shutout. 49-0.
I think so.
And there was some absolute just head knockers in this game. And I want to show y'all what Mississippi Gulf Coast did with one of these absolute just fucking just knocking a dude's head clean off. Go ahead and cue that up for us, Jamie.
Linebacker Wyatt Wright delivered the hotel and restaurant supply big hit of the game with this devastating hit across the middle. Since 1953, Hotel and Restaurant Supply has been supplying commercial food service equipment, related supplies, contract furniture, and custom fabrication. Go see their huge Gulfport location on John Hill Boulevard or check them out on the web at hnrsupply.com.
This is literally a hotel and restaurant supply chain advertisement that they have just slapped, just audio dubbed over one of the hardest fucking college football hits I have seen probably since South
Brought to you
Carolina.
by-
And they didn't just show the hit; they showed him laying down.
Yeah, dude, they
after
showed
it.
it. Yes, they showed the hit. They showed the slow-mo hit.
They showed the players
in,
coming over and
in pain.
throwing the hands
People
up.
calling for the doctor. And while one guy's going, and this is from your sponsored hotel and resort supply chain. And it's like, dude, what the hell is this? I was just scrolling through my
Is he
Twitter.
alive?
The other
Did they
night.
make sure he's alive?
That's what I'm saying. They just watch somebody get killed on the football field, and just while somebody reads the word, like the most boring advertisement I've ever heard. Honestly, obviously it freaking works because I was like caught. I was
picked it up.
completely caught off guard. I'm plugging hotel and what is it again?
Restaurant.
Hotel and restaurant supply big hit of the game. I'm throwing a free. I'm giving some free ads here. We're gonna put a free ad into it because this might be the greatest advertisement of all time.
Dude.
Somebody getting creamed.
This
yeah,
might
I
be
mean,
the
he
greatest
just got
advertisement.
smacked. And
Could
they
you
were like,
imagine if-
anyways, brought to you by.
Could you imagine after like an SEC football game, Coca-Cola is like, we like this one. It's a guy getting a concussion, being like, it's better than a refreshing Coke.
They didn't even
the
give
biggest hit in college football.
They didn't even give the no players were hurt in the making of this video.
No, they didn't even talk. They didn't even talk about the play in the video.
No.
Like in the advertisement reading, they didn't even say the players' names.
No.
It was just dubbed over
Could've just
a
been-
guy getting his head knocked
Could have
off.
just been like, by the way, he's good or something. By the way, he's straight.
I mean, that is freaking awesome. I think advertisements on TV should just be that. Just it'll be like 2008 YouTube, just greatest hits of all time, but just being like Pepsi, Gatorade.
Here comes the boom playing in the
Here
background.
comes the boom
People
in the
being
background.
paralyzed.
A Mountain Dew, just Mountain Dew, Home Depot, just
Every-
naming all the.
Yep.
naming all the-
Every hit was targeting.
Dude, I used to be. I can't tell y'all how long I could watch those videos.
Forever.
Just best high school
Forever.
hits of 2007, best hits of football in 2006.
Yeah.
Just watching guys getting
2004, and so on
decleated,
and so
son.
forth.
People getting
Yeah.
slammed.
Yeah, people get slammed, dude.
Helmets knocked off.
And just be like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Knocked out.
Then when I got enough of that, it's like four-wheeler wrecks. Four-wheeler wrecks. Got done with four-wheeler wrecks, Nerf battle.
Nerve battle.
Airsoft.
battle.
Yeah, dude, I used to watch elaborate Nerf battles.
Dude, I used to watch Blake Griffin's highlights on
Oh,
repeat.
dude, I did
Oh,
too.
yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
throwback,
The
dude.
dunk contest?
Yes,
Yeah.
You
And
know,
high school mixtapes.
as lame as I was, as lame as it is now watching the video of him doing the Superman.
Yeah.
As a kid, that worked on me. I watched him, and then he jumped over the car, and I was like, Blake Griffin's the best basketball player in the
Blake
world.
Griffin has arguably like the best like highlight tape ever.
Well, we love Memphis. We love the Dogs.
Love
We
the
hope you
Dogs.
appreciate y'all like this a little more. Very sports centric, segment based. It's only gonna get better, guys. We're moving around. Yeah, stick with us. I really enjoyed that. It's very fun.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be
Keep subscribing. Keep listening.
Follow the Twitter page.
Follow the Twitter page.
Yeah.
That'll be kicking back up with all the sports going back again.
OTC
Comments.
Studios.
Comment,
like, subscribe.
hit the
Please.
motherfucking bell. Don't forget the bell.
Hit the
Please.
bell.
So you know it's coming. So I know
Jam the
it's
bell.
Tell Jamie thank you. Tell me you love him in the chat. Because we have our producer back now. So very nice
Please.
of him.
Janice.
Janice. That's for you. That's for you right there.